Hello, I'm calling from the Trib. I'd like to confirm a call.
Getting around after 2 hours. And we
Coming up on deck. How much money was involved? Was it over $1,000? Was it over $10,000?
It was dark when he buried him, sir.
You mean that might not be the spot?
Well, I can't be sure.
Don't make me know, never mind. Of course, Foster may decide to make use of that old hole by throwing you in it.
Hey! Hey, Perkins!
Machine guns.
M60. Oh, smokes.
No more deals, Doc. One of us never keeps his end of them.
Oh, as God is my witness, today I'm off the sauce. The job is what keeps me going, Charlie. Don't take that from me.
You haven't done the job for months.
Oh, my kid's been in trouble.
I'll be straight with you, Doc. Don't give me King Lear.
And Lou sticks me with assignments he wouldn't give an intern.
There isn't a reporter or an editor out there who hasn't covered for you. The Trib has paid to dry you out 3 times.
Sweet Mayor.
Now listen, you're 11 weeks short of your full pension. We're going to keep you on the books until then. Be sure to check with my secretary if you want your checks mailed. She ought to be back from lunch any minute now.
Cheryl, how's it going?
Oh, Ed, I never take my lunch hour alone. I always shop instead of eat. I just blew $80 on a dress that's got about as much to it as a slip.
Couldn't resist, huh?
Oh, no. Awful? $80.
Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. Tomorrow, you can go to lunch with me, and I won't let you near a store.
Thanks, Dennis. That's so sweet. I can't tomorrow.
Okay, we'll make a dinner next week. You can wear the dress, and I'll reassure you it was not a mistake.
Oh, gee, Dennis. I can't. I'm sort of going with someone.
Oh, sure, that's okay.
I can't make a 4 o'clock meeting. Because I have therapy. Very funny. Physical therapy. Hi, Cheryl.
Hi, new dress.
Remember Justice Holmes? Oh, it'll be 80 again.
When?
Can we make it for 4:30?
Hi, Cheryl. I gotta try to see Charlie this afternoon. How much time do you need? Maybe 10 minutes. Before it's 2 o'clock, your best bet. Good. What'd you buy? Oh, I really did. It's a silky thing in this peachy kind of color. Uh-huh. Lance says I look sexy in that color. So I don't know. He's gotta ask me out again, don't you think? I mean, I'm cute enough for him, don't you think?
Cheryl, you are so cute. It took me 4 weeks to get up enough nerve to talk to you.
Oh, he's such a fox. Oh, yes, he is. So why hasn't he invited me out again?
He thinks he's got his gift.
Yes. So what do you want, you know?
Grand County Sheriff sees 5 M60 machine guns buried in the desert. Animals' cars on the fritz, so take them in yours. And, see if you can call in an off-the-rack story before 6 o'clock.
Great, sure. But the expression is off the wall.
Off the rack. Adequate, fast. I don't want you agonizing over every detail. I'll be back at 4. Charlie will back up on the desk part of the time.
Okay. But, guns in the desert. Could be some paramilitary group. Could be a religious cult. Aren't you curious?
Lance, I share your opinion that every story, if researched thoroughly enough, could reveal to the reader some of the rich tapestry of the human experience.
Really? Mm-hmm. I happen to think that it's one of the places that daily journalism consistently falls short.
Well, it's going to fall short again because I'm thin on reporters.
Let me just see what's down there before you assume it's routine.
I'm returning Charlie's call.
Oh, yeah, you've been hard to reach at home.
Oh, well, yeah, you want to have a second number on me. 555-9238.
Abby's number, right? I should have thought of that.
Yeah, actually, Abby's number is probably what you ought to try first.
How you two doing these days?
Oh, fine, great, you know.
Who am I seeing before, too?
Billy.
I'm ready.
Of course, we don't get assigned together as much as we'd like, but,
Yeah.
it's probably time we moved in together. Maybe.
Oh, well, good.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Hi, Charlie.
Yeah, I think so.
Come on in.
Cheryl gave me orders to make this short.
She's a pistol, isn't she?
I think you're very brave to have hired her, considering all the teasing you've had to take.
Well, look, she's got skills. I wouldn't have discriminated against her if she were middle-aged or a man or a minority, so I'm not going to discriminate against her because she's got pretty.
Always breaking new ground as an equal opportunity employer. That's what I love about you, Charlie.
What's up?
Is it true that you're bringing Haggerty back from Sacramento?
Yep.
So the Sacramento Bureau will be open?
Yep.
Okay. Well, Ted just met with some people about a manager's job up in Lodi, a mere stone's throw from Sacramento.
Did they offer him the job?
It's between him and another guy. Oh, Charlie, it would be so great if you considered me for Sacramento.
I'll run it by Lou and put your name in the hat.
It's just that it lays out so great. That's all I'm going to say. Thank you.
See, Lou's gonna come around on this one. He knows as well as I do that what's important about guns in the desert is why.
Yeah, we ought to be close to the turnoff.
Nah, we're not gonna be close.
Yeah, I think so. You got a map?
In the back seat. There was no way this story is routine.
Yours?
That belongs to the bod. She was looking for it.
The bod?
Cheryl, the bod. Oh, yeah. She lives at home. Can you believe it? Their parents, brother, and the porch light on when you pull up into the driveway. It's like being time warped into Mellonville.
She seems like a sweet girl.
She is.
Maybe the reason we never go to your place is because there's no place for me to sit in your living room.
What? I've got chairs. What are you talking about?
Yeah, you've got one comfortable chair known as your chair, and two beanbag chairs. My place has furniture, honey.
Yeah, but it doesn't have my stuff. I like to be around my stuff sometimes.
Stuff?
Yeah, you know, my books, in case I want to look something up.
I'm back.
Oh, good, you two. I've got something. Donovan, do you have the garbage collection memo that I gave Lou?
Yeah, I do. Donovan, it's for you. Excuse me. Barbara, this is great.
Hi, Art. Should have called, but I was on my way to the airport.
You are?
Yes, I came by because I wanted to tell you that I'm going to cancel this weekend.
Oh, no. No, come on. I got to talk you out of this.
An old pal in the county comptroller's office who has to be kept out of this says that the county is being overbilled for trash collection by one of the private contractors they use.
Foothill Haulers.
Yeah. This guy says that the collectors have inflated their list and are billing the county for trash pickup at non-existent houses.
Well, why didn't you report it to the county attorney?
They don't have the manpower to investigate. Let's see if we can break this ourselves.
Good.
You two put together a plan of action and run it by me tomorrow.
Fine.
Thanks, Charlie.
Listen, you know, I've flown a lot of years with Camilla. She needs me to sub for her to Tokyo, and I've got to do it.
Is everything okay?
Well, she's worried about her kid because he's had the flu for the past 2 weeks.
With us? Is everything all right?
Everything's fine.
Because we're not connecting. This is about the 4th time.
Yeah, but my schedule's nuts, and your schedule's nuts, and it's just a bad time. I gotta run. Bye, Art.
Have a safe trip. We'll talk when you get back.
Sure, catch me when I'm jet-lagged. Oh, you bet.
Here, I'll walk you down.
No, it's okay. Bye.
I'm back.
How did it go?
Different therapist. Each time I winced around this one, he'd tell me how awful it was when he'd been shot.
Are they pleased with how you're coming along?
There's always something new. Today, my right foot swole up for no reason. Like lugging around a bucket of wet ashes. And they won't let me jog. I get edgy when I can't jog.
Yeah.
Did you talk to Manchester?
Yeah. Come on to my office.
Come on, Lou. Come on. Charlie, baby, send Mama up north.
What?
Here we go, Sacramento.
I let Masterson go this afternoon.
Oh, good. Thanks.
You know that profile we did on Ray Lyon last week?
Business ran it. I remember that awful headline. Ray Lyon, king of the financial jungle.
A federal grand jury is investigating it.
No. Geez, that profile was a 2,000-word Valentine. That's embarrassing.
Yeah. I've asked Adam to find out why Sandra Plitt spent 3 weeks following the guy and missed the fact that he was a stinker.
Look on the bright side. Maybe it was just incompetence.
Maybe Adam is thinking it could have been intentional.
Excuse me.
Come on, Billie.
I was just thinking that if you're discussing the Sacramento job, that I could just tell you that I'd really appreciate you giving it serious consideration.
We will.
I know you will. Okay. Well, okay.
Billy wants the Sacramento job?
Yeah, seems like a pretty good idea.
Forget it.
I know you'd hate to lose her.
We're already losing Dolph Masterson without a replacement. Forget it.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
My boys had kind of a hard time of it.
I didn't know.
Oh, yes, ma'am. My wife is a saint. She just won't give up on him, and I can't let her fight that battle alone, now can I?
How old is your son?
26. I don't know where we went wrong, but we gotta stand by him, wouldn't you say?
Mr. Masterson, I'm so sorry. Is there anything we can do?
Oh, Miss Pynchon. My Lord, there he is. I've been let go.
You have?
I'm not sure Charlie understands about what I've been going through.
Well, Mr. Hume has raised a son himself, you know.
Well, that's just it. He says, I went through it all with my boy and didn't let it affect the job. Oh, now, is that fair? Can he know all another man's gone through?
Well, Mr. Masterson, you know it's not up to me to overrule my managing editor.
Oh, I know that. Oh, Lord, I wouldn't be asking you this if my back weren't against the wall. And if your late husband hadn't told me I'd always have a job at the Tribune.
Yes?
Oh, yes, ma'am. After I wrote that award-winning piece on the mothers of our boys fighting in Korea, Mr. Pynchon shook my hand and said, there'll always be room for a family man on a family paper. You've got a job for life.
I don't see the difference between what we've got now and living together. Except that what we've got now is extremely inconvenient to one of us, me.
Yeah, you've made that very clear.
Well, not clear enough because we're not doing anything about it. Since we have to get up at 4:30 tomorrow to follow a garbage truck, let's save the commute from your place to my place tonight.
I think I'll stay at my place.
Come on, Abby, don't let me drive an extra half hour.
No. You stay at your place tonight, and I'll stay at mine. When should I come by tomorrow?
Oh, 4:45, probably be early enough.
I'll be out front.
I don't know nothing about what that old boy was doing. He hung out here, didn't he? Look, I'm sharing a brew with you, but that don't mean I know what you're up to.
I'm trying to figure out why a guy wants 5 machine guns is all.
Oh, let me.
2 more drafts, please.
You reach your limit?
3 more drafts.
So they don't collect weapons in your neighborhood, huh?
Oh, well, I'm pretty familiar with your sporting weapons. I mean, I know my way around deer rifles.
You look more like a volleyball player to me.
Oh, no, not true. Not true.
One of those sand jocks, you know? Makes his beer from Canada or someplace like that.
Well, you can think what you want.
You hunt deer?
Oh, yeah. Excellent sport. Excellent. What I'm trying to figure is what a guy who lays carpet for a living is doing with 5 M60 machine guns.
Beats me. That boy always kept to himself.
There's Basin Bridge in the street. Let's go, Dory.
Hey, let me get my gear. He's selling them.
Yeah? Who to?
Ask yourself what a beer and bourbon roadhouse is doing with bottles of Arac on the bar.
Arac? What's that?
Arab booze. Ask yourself that.
Whoa. Can I have an Arac, please? Straight up. Can I see that bottle? I don't think that's my brand. No, that's not my brand, but that's fine. This is Arac from Kulai. Oh, product of Kulai.
Bye.
Get someone else, will you? I can't sit for a whole evening.
Lou, you gotta get up and get out. It's just you and me and Marion and a friend you asked.
Who can help me in and out of the car all evening? No, thanks.
Charlie, got a second.
Yeah, what is it?
Extremely bad news.
Talk about it.
Sandra Flett has a $10,000 loan outstanding to Ray Lyons Finance Company.
You think she wrote the profile as a favor?
Well, she was certainly in his debt.
Excuse me, Charlie, didn't you let Masterson go?
Yesterday, yeah.
He's here.
He's cleaning out his desk.
Asking me for an assignment. He says he still works here.
Oh, wait a second. You want me kind of smiling, or shouldn't I?
Just be yourself. Can you show us where you and the suspect used to get together when you were kids?
Yeah, right up here on the porch.
Yeah, just point it out, okay?
Oh, right. Over there, on the porch. See, we used to get out of school and we'd sit on the porch. And when it rained, we'd go up to his room.
Okay, got what I want. Thanks, Dory. Okay.
Great. Listen, Dory, hang on a sec. So, what's the deal with this Arac?
That's your car, the papers.
Oh, it's mine.
You buy it new?
Yeah.
I never owned a new car.
So anyway, this Arac thing.
Listen, when a guy talks to you in L.A., what do? You meet him for dinner or what?
Yeah, we could do that, sure.
And if we were in L.A., you'd take me out to dinner and, well, we could go over all I know.
Yeah.
Go to a nice restaurant?
Mm-hmm.
I like steak and lobster. What would a meal like that run you in L.A.?
Dinner, wine, and dessert, maybe $25, maybe more.
Well, I'd want the works, and you'd eat too.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'll tell you what I know. You give me $50 and we'll just skip the meal.
No. My paper doesn't pay for stories.
Sounds to me like they'll pay in food, but not in cash. I'll buy my own lobster.
Oh, Mr. Hume, I'm sorry. I meant to speak to you early this morning. We cannot fire Mr. Masterson.
I wish I'd have known. He certainly caught us with our pants down here.
Oh, it's my fault entirely, I'm afraid. Now, Mr. Masterson assures me the Tribune's faith in him will not be betrayed. So let's see if we can't do our best for him, too.
Well, we've been through this a few times before with Masterson.
Oh, well, I'll leave it in your capable hands, then. Thank you, Mr. Hume.
Bye, Mrs. Pynchon. She'll leave it in my capable lap is where she'll leave it.
Is this a bad time?
What's on your mind?
I've been concerned about something, and I thought I'd bounce it off somebody.
What?
The lady I've been seeing, pulled a fast one on me.
Is that the stewardess?
Barbara Costigan, yeah.
What's she done?
Well, we've been seeing each other for a few months. A couple of weeks ago, we're in Santa Barbara, and she mentions, in passing, that her cycle must be out of whack because she's late. She said it's happened before. No big deal. So, okay. But we haven't gone out since. I mean, we make plans, but something always comes up. I think she's getting ready to drop the bomb.
You've gotten her pregnant.
Exactly. That's exactly the way she'll put it.
You think there's some question as to you being the father?
No. I really don't.
You ever thought about marriage?
With Barbara? No. I mean, no, it's never come up with either one of us. We have a great time together, but we're still sort of in the special events stage. You know, if I get tickets to the theater or she gets invited to a party. She seems to like her privacy, and I respect that.
Is she absolutely out of the question as a wife?
Whoa, no, listen, I mean, this is not the way to bring children into the world.
You don't want children?
I want children very badly, but I want planned children with a planned wife. Somebody whom I love who loves me.
You don't love her?
I don't know her. I like her. I need some planning here.
I know what you mean. Tommy was a total surprise. Remember when Marion told me she was pregnant, I gave her this pleased smile, but I was so thrown. I was covering the search for Evelyn Throsby Scott.
Who's that?
Well, a woman who was murdered by her husband and never found the body. It was a big story then. I remember thinking, how can I cover Evelyn Throsby Scott and raise a kid? Well, when the baby was born, right this second, I could feel it again. That feeling that everything is as it should be. Have you given any thought as to what you're going to do?
The plan right now is to get a fake nose and glasses and get out of town.
Not your style.
I don't know if I'm up to this.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E. A&E returns to Lou Grant.
Miss May, you're not in the running for the Sacramento job.
Who is?
Sweeney and Rosenthal.
Rosenthal? You put Rosenthal over me?
We haven't picked yet.
But you've eliminated me. Aren't I a better reporter than Rosenthal? Wait a minute, I am a better reporter than Rosenthal.
You have been for a couple of years.
And Sacramento's an important job. You want somebody good up there.
We need you down here, Billie.
There are 75 reporters down here.
You're a talent we just can't afford to lose on Metro.
Operator, would you ask if I could leave a message for Miss Costigan? Yes. Would you tell her, please, that Art Donovan called and was thinking about her? No. She knows the number. Okay, thank you. Tokyo operator, thank you. Arigato.
I got shot down for the Sacramento Bureau.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Say,
You know why? Because I'm a good reporter. Oh, Charlie's giving me all this paternal, we need you here. That is so phony.
well, we do need you here.
Damn it, Art, there are more important things than this job. My life with Ted is more important. Having a family is more important. I was hardly counting my chickens, you know. Picturing how nice it would be if Ted and I were together in the same place most of the time.
Family and all, huh?
I know. It was the farthest thought from my mind. And then, this last year, I've been thinking about it a lot. Hanging around with other people's kids. Thanks a lot, Charlie.
Some people have families. Some people have families thrust upon them,
Yeah?
if they can handle it.
City desk. Hold, please.
City desk, Donovan.
Okay. I checked around. So far out. This Mideastern guy in a limo with diplomatic plates comes into town practically every month. He's the reason they stock that Eric stuff in the bar.
Anybody know who he is?
They all know who he is. Dory's the only one who would tell me. He's the deputy counsel of Kulai.
What does he do when he's here?
He buys weapons from that Hahu in the desert.
Dory told you for a fact?
Well, he didn't see it go down, but he can put two and two together.
Would a foreign national buying guns on the black market deal with a small-time guy?
Absolutely.
Would he be so conspicuous when he blows into town?
Well, I don't know if he would. He was.
When I was taking pictures of those M60s at the sheriff's office, I saw they had this guy in custody. His pants were a military issue. His haircut was real GI.
Listen, I think it would be an extremely good idea if we both stuck to what we do, you know? I mean, I don't pretend to take pictures as well as you.
Okie dokie, Lance.
Okay. We're gonna have dinner?
Yeah. You joining me?
Yeah. Do you have any cash on you? I'd seen bills short.
Thought you cashed a check before we left.
Well, I had some expenses.
Yeah, I got plastic. We'll eat on my card.
Do we have to do this in front of everyone?
Sorry, we can turn your chair around.
It's like I'm guilty before I have the chance to prove otherwise.
Listen, nobody is watching us, honestly. Now, how do you explain receiving a $10,000 loan from Ray Lyon?
What's wrong with Sandra?
Charlie's raking her over the coals. Don't let him make you cry, girl.
Look at them. What did she do? Do you know?
I heard it was something about Adam not liking one of her stories.
Oh, jeez. Give her a break.
Are you okay?
I'm on indefinite suspension. It's not fair.
Oh, no.
Gotta get out of here.
$15.26. It looks like a 6. So if they're charging for $15.24, then we've got another one. Pull up. I can't read the number.
Well, just a second. If I pull up now, they'll spot us.
If you wanted to be inconspicuous, you should have gotten a new muffler. I can't read the number on the curb. 15.26.
How many stops does that make it total?
37. 8.
Well, which is it?
It's 38. I said 38.
It's at 37, too.
Would you lighten up?
Sure. We'll just put in the story. They cheated the county more or less. Maybe. Give or take a couple of stops.
I've nailed all the stops, honey. I just counted wrong. Now pull up.
Boy, I can't believe you're screwing this up. I gave you the easy part, too.
You gave me? Oh, who put you in charge, Ace?
You want to be in charge? Okay, you're in charge. What do you want?
I want you to pull up.
Yes, ma'am. Shut up, now. Just shut up.
What the hell are you trying to do to me?
Crying out loud. It was a mistake.
Mr. Story, how the work did you miss the story?
Car trouble.
How long before you can tell them again?
A week.
Rossi, you're off the story. Abby, you screw up next week and we drop it entirely.
I didn't screw up this week, and I won't screw up next. Thanks.
Excuse me.
Billie's coming.
Okay. Listen, we've still got an opening for one reporter at the luncheon next week with the city council president. I've got to give that some thought.
Lance hasn't been to one of those yet.
The younger reporter hadn't thought of that. Fine.
I'll call him out at the desert to make sure that he can make it.
It's next week. You can wait till he gets back. So, What's up?
I've been thinking about your decision to take me out of the running for Sacramento.
And?
You told me, and I was in a state of shock. I mean, then I remembered my wedding reception and how we talked about how people in the news business have 2 strikes against any marriage.
Yep.
And how if there were anything the Tribune could do to help, you would.
Billie, I meant that.
Yeah. I've had other offers, you know. Some for better assignments, always better money. And they never got past the first phone call because you guys gave me a shot at hard news, and I thought I owed you something. Well, not anymore. I've been putting feelers out to every paper around Sacramento. And if Ted gets the job, I'm going with him, with or without a job of my own.
I don't want to lose you, Billie.
Yeah. Well, I've said what I'm going to say.
Excuse me, Billie. Charlie, I want you to know.
What?
Mrs. Pynchon believes that a person who makes a mistake is entitled to a second chance. I've been reinstated. I'm still here.
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
I think Mrs. Pynchon's flipped her lid. She can't keep Sandra Plitt on the staff after what she's done.
I've had it. She can keep Sandra Plitt and Dolph Masterson. She can stack the staff with stiffs. It's her newsprint.
This doesn't sound like you.
Well, it's the best I can do. I can't 2 people this week and then had Her Majesty put them back in the payroll. Billie looks like she's going to poke her finger in my eye every time she sees me. Donovan is in a kind of bind, and there's nothing I can do. I sent my kid a birthday present.
Which kid?
Tommy, my monk kid. He turned 25, so I sent him 10 pounds of raw macadamia nuts, which I know he loves. And I get back a 4-page letter about how he doesn't celebrate the anniversary of his first day on Earth because he wasn't really born until he came into the consciousness of Krishna, who needs you, Dad, and God bless you. I don't know, this all stuff I used to cope with pretty well. But I've had it with upstairs.
Didn't you explain to Mrs. Pynchon why Masterson and Plitt don't belong on this paper?
Listen, I tried with Masterson and she shot me down. Believe me, I know what she's doing with this latest thing. She's sending me a message. She's letting me know who's boss.
She doesn't have to work with those 2 schlumps. We do.
Hey, check this out. Cheryl called.
Oh, yeah?
What did Charlie want?
Nothing. It was Cheryl that wanted to talk to you.
Oh, okay.
You gonna call her back?
No, I'll see you when I get in. You should have heard the line they gave me at the Kulai consulate. The Honorable Mr. Fedari has a vacation condominium in Palm Springs. He passes through Vista Cielo on the way there. Can you believe it? I'm not denying that's a good cover story, but come on. Uh-huh. Lou's jaw's gonna drop about a mile when he hears what I got.
Oh, for crying out loud. Lance, you've got nothing. You've got no story. You jumped out of a plane at 15,000 feet, and I keep waiting for you to open your chute, and you're just sailing through the air. Right now, you are about 10 feet from the ground. Now, think about it. Why did Dory give you that story?
He wants to see it in print.
Why?
I don't know. I think he likes me.
That's it, isn't it? You think this has something to do with you two hitting it off.
So?
So maybe he doesn't like you. Maybe he thinks you got it made, and he's just a scuzzball little guy in a scuzzball little town. And it would be his pleasure to take you down a peg. Where was the FBI if this was such a big crime? What was that Army guy doing in sheriff's custody? How come the only info you've got comes from a guy you had to give all your cash to? You caught it in time. Let's get back.
You drive, okay?
not going to hold a grudge. I'm just glad it's over with. It's done. It's finished. I don't want to hold on to it. I'm glad they found out it was a mistake.
Really?
I think he just needs a little more time.
You know that new number you have for me?
Abby's, yeah.
Good morning, Charles. Morning, Joe.
Hi, Charlie. Well, the number's no good anymore, so cross it off and use the old one.
Okay.
Call Mrs. Pynchon's office and tell her I'm on my way up. Mrs. Pynchon, I want a list of people I'm forbidden to fire.
I beg your pardon.
Well, I could keep doing it by trial and error, I suppose, but wouldn't it be better if you just told me who was untouchable?
What's your problem, Mr. Hume? I merely asked you to keep 2 reporters on staff.
2 reporters who don't belong on this paper.
You may find it easy to fire people. I don't happen to have the Constitution for it.
You don't have to, I do. And even sometimes I don't. Skip it. It doesn't matter if it's hard for me to fire people. It's my job. So let me do my damn job.
All right.
Thank you.
Lou, I'm gonna be gone this afternoon. I gotta meet somebody at the airport.
Okay.
Somebody special?
Maybe very special. I didn't sleep last night. I'm having trouble keeping my food down. And if I had to come up with your name at the moment, I'd really have to take a wild guess.
Billie.
Thank you. My guess would have been Wendy.
I could take the desk for you.
Thank you again.
No, I want to send you out later.
Oh.
Hey, between you trying to keep her at the desk and Charlie trying to send her to Sacramento, I'm under siege here.
What are you talking about? Charlie shot me down for Sacramento.
I shot you down for Sacramento.
You're my biggest booster.
Right, I'm not going to let you get away.
Oh, no. I called the guy a phony to his face. I daydreamed about putting chewing gum in the locks of his car, and it was you.
I didn't know. How was I to know?
How am I going to face Charlie?
Lou Grant will continue in a moment here on A&E.
Rossi, I've made a whole bunch of decisions this week that have screwed up people's lives. Do me a favor, will you?
Sure, what?
Patch it up with Abby.
Charlie, it really has nothing to do...
You two should not be working as a team. There are couples who can collaborate. You're not one of them. Lou knew better, now I do too. So don't split up over my goof.
Listen, she said some things.
I never ask favors, do I? Do I?
Oh.
So give me a break.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I believe it. Hi, Luke. Just wasted 3 days on a non-existent story.
He's chased his share of wild geese. Don't let him intimidate you.
Right. So listen, thanks.
You're welcome.
Durant County Sheriff says that soldiers stole those machine guns in cahoots with that guy in the desert. So it looks like they were turning them over to private gun collectors, huh?
Yeah.
You got anything more than that?
Nope, that's about it.
Allied International Flight 207 to Lisbon is in its first boarding stages at Gate 3. You must have your boarding pass with you at this time.
Hi.
Oh, turbulence just outside of Tokyo. Who is this? Is this my champ? Oh, oh my goodness.
We're over here.
Oh, Alex,
Honey.
I heard there was a lot of turbulence outside of Tokyo, so I rushed right over.
Oh, someone who doesn't look queasy. Those sight for sore eyes, Art.
Have to work, or can we talk?
Yeah, sure. Sit down.
Oh, here. I've been thinking about you.
Thank you. You're very nice.
I tell you something, Barbara, I am nice. Not just special occasion nice. I'm a nice guy. And this isn't me just being an attentive date. I'm a responsible kind of person. And I know what's been worrying you.
You do?
You're going to have a baby. And you think you're alone. And you're not.
I'm not gonna have a baby.
I know this isn't the way we planned this. But I think in a year we'd be crazy about each other. I know that you're kind of cautious about... that you're a private person.
Well, yes. But we're both that way, right?
Well, yeah, I'm private, too. But I think the two of us...
I am not gonna have a baby.
No. I was so sure. No? Were you?
Yes.
Oh, no. Why didn't you tell me?
Because it was my own stupid fault, and I just didn't want you to feel like I was putting any pressure on you.
But this is as much me as it is you. Or we should have worked this out together.
Together. I don't know you. You know, I don't even know whether you're left or right-handed.
If your being pregnant is partly my responsibility, it is also partly my right to share. My God, Barbara, I had a right to know.
That's probably very true. But you know, none of that would have made any difference. Because you're not the one who gets pregnant. The rest is all theory, period.
No, it's not. Not when I've been feeling this way.
I'm sorry.
Listen. Were you pregnant that day you came to see me at the office?
Yes. And you couldn't have talked me out of it, even then.
My little brother's in the city championship tonight.
High school.
Yep, he's Gilmore East left tackle.
That ought to be some game. High school football's great.
Yeah, JJ's so excited he can't see straight. Lou, I've got a second ticket. Would you come with me?
Tonight?
Yeah, please come. I can fill you in on the kids, and you could fill me in on the strategy so I know where to watch.
Well,
It'll be so fun.
yeah, great.
Super.
Milt, you want to get a drink?
Yeah. So listen, Cheryl, you called.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the story wrote faster than I thought it would, so it looks like I'm free tonight. You want to do something?
Oh, that's nice, but I'm busy.
Sandra Plitt is gone for good. You want to be in on the interviews for her replacement?
Yeah. I don't know what I was thinking of. I'm going to a football game with Cheryl.
Thank you. Not bad, Lou.
Lou's coming with me.
Good for you.
That was a great idea. You're the sweetest guy. I just hope you haven't started something neither one of us will be able to control.
Charlie? I've got to talk to you. I found out you weren't the reason I lost out on Sacramento.
Oh, sure. And you think an apology is going to get you off the hook.
Listen, people will probably be calling you for references on me. Badmouth me, feel free.
Billie, don't worry about it.
I'm so sorry.
Have a guilt-free weekend, will you, please? Good night, Lou.
Do you know, does Cheryl like Indian food, curry?
I know she likes spicy food.
Great, I know just where I'll take her. You look beat.
I just want to get home. Night.
Night.
How you doing, Art?
We talk? Oh, you going out?
No, we can talk.
Hello. You sure this isn't a bad time?
It's a good time. Come on.
They're open in the morning.
Well, I guess this about wraps it up.
That's the
don't you
class
think?
bag. Hey, Maddie. Okay. Bye-bye.
I think I've done as much as I can on this.
I got to talk to somebody.
Oh, sure.
Well,
Oh, boy.
this goes my car.
Oh, well, yeah, would you?
Here,
all on the left. Oh, I got it with you.
Night.
Yeah, night.
Where's Lou?
When an elderly woman is found dead in her apartment, police think her granddaughter may be involved. Join us for the street smart drama Law and Order tonight. Now, after finding out his wife is pregnant, the cop is shot by a crazed drug addict. His fellow officers hunt down the killer. On Police Story, next on A&A.